Speaking of work ethic, how many open mics did Moss do this week?
Sure, come on up here, little Scooter.
Actually, I changed my name. I'm now going by David Goggins.
You played the moment well.
Who's David Goggins? He's on the Joe Rogan Experience. He's a Navy SEAL. He's really popular guy. Hey, so I actually did an open mic. Thanks, guys. I know. I actually felt good about it.
Hold on. A little thing about comedy. Before you say thanks, let them applaud.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody's making any. No, it's just.
It's a habit.
Watch this. I'll show you how it's done. So I said to the guy, "Not with mine, you don't." Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Anyway, so I performed at the Silver Lake Lounge. This next week I'm aiming to do 2 open mics. So that's my goal for this weekend. So, yeah. I felt pretty good about it. I did like 3 minutes. So.
Hold on. This I think you might be, because this is something, Joe Rogan doesn't need the promotion, but now they're asking, why is Moss plugging Rogan's show?
I actually met Adam Carolla last week. You know, I was for friends. Yeah, I was hung out with Adam.
Can't stand it, Moss.
What's that? I like to drop a few
Moss
names.
could literally be Jack in the Box.
The clown? Or on the antenna?
But he was mistaken for the mic stand.
Oh.
No, he's not that tall. He couldn't have been.
Shut up, Quinn.
Dude, Jesus. By the way, tonight you're going to be having a roast battle.
Hey, where's our undercard?
Oh.
What happened to the undercard?
Oh, maybe I should address. Well, wait a second. Let's see if anything's mentioned here. And now back with the Tombstone report here.
Quinn, elaborate on what led up to the blocking.
Absolutely. I have a statement prepared.
Oh, you got a statement from
Oh, yeah.
Come on up here. By the way, who can ever be mad at you? You're adorable. All right. Now with this statement about that, here he is, 28-year-old virgin, Mr. Quinn Wright.
Well, last night I was feeling a little down because it's around the anniversary of a comedy friend who we lost, Brody. He was one of my first friends in comedy, and I just wonder when that's going to happen to Moss. Either getting a friend or the suicide. Either one's acceptable.
Statement?
No, I'm not done. So I expressed a vague sadness on Twitter, and that morning, Moss called me a baby.
This morning?
Yes, this morning, Moss. You called me a baby, which I assume is okay for him to say because, it's in the same vein of POCs can use the N-word. A person of color, Don.
You gotta explain your abbreviation.
So I decide, in the spirit of fun, to respond in kind, with a little light ribbing. I went to Moss's Twitter feed, and I saw that he was being self-deprecating about being cut out of Birds of Prey.
How long did it take you to write this?
Wait a minute, you're cut out of Birds of Prey?
No, he got cut out of Birds of Prey. I've seen the film.
No, I'm up in the
I
stands.
disagree,
You
but
have to
okay.
look hard.
The point is, he was cut out of Birds of Prey as an extra. I mean, did they use a macro lens to film the Moss? You should have known. Macro lenses, by the way, are used to film small things. But he ended the tweet with, "Don't laugh." So, I say, "So like during your sets." And he responded with a simple troll in all capital letters. So I pointed out that he was in fact the one who looked like a troll. I'm an orc. And next thing I knew, I was blocked.
Oh, that was the best decision I ever made.
Hang on, I'm not done.
Okay.
I mean, I did go to attack him and his followers, which, by the way, if you converted each one of them into an inch and piled that on top of Moss, I still don't think he would be as tall as I am. I've got to be honest. It wasn't his unprovoked shittiness that bothered me. I get that he's trying to psych out his opponent before a battle, and much like I have trouble understanding social cues, he has trouble writing anything funny. It wasn't even his defensiveness and quickness to block after a few volleys.
They want to know if you're reading from War and Peace.
Yes, he
not
is.
quite that long, but
I'm surprised you can write.
yeah, okay. After a few light volleys that bothered me, I get that as well. As a Lollipop Guild member, he thinks he's a protected class.
This is part of the
No, Moss, let me finish.
No.
What bothered me the most about his exchange is in his jab at me, he unironically tagged his own fucking Twitter account in his tweet. my followers are too fucking dumb to click on his picture or name to the left of the cringy words he's saying and see who came at me with this bullshit. Moss, I think I have more jokes than you. I think I have more jokes about you than I have years of life as a virgin, and I put more time, thought, and effort into this battle before noon today alone than it is likely you will put into your entire career in comedy.
And you wonder why.
Hang on, shut up. Let's go, baby boy. Emphasis on the baby part.
All right, let's go.
Oh my God. And you wonder why. What?
Okay, all right. Okay, why? Okay, now your side of the story.
Yeah. So anyway, I part of the roast I have a joke about it, so I want to tell you exactly what he tweeted, but I will say this. He tweeted me 5 replies in like 30 minutes, separated by like 7 minutes each, and at that point I labeled him troll in all capital letters and I blocked him, and that was the best decision I've ever made in my life to this point.
You know, everything you said there, we've heard.
I mean, I know you do make shitty decisions. So.
Well, I don't write novels about Quinn because I have better things to do.
Let's be honest, you don't.
What?
It's certainly you don't have open
Look
mics
at my
to do.
Tarantino,
Don,
connections.
Yes, go ahead, Mary.
I believe you can override this, but I believe we have a long-standing rule of Ding Dong cast members are forbidden from blocking each other because it prevents social media promotion of the show.
All right.
And
If he needs to
Quinn
write an
has,
apology
like-
letter, I'll unblock
I
him.
wasn't done speaking, Moss. Quinn has like 50 times more followers than Moss does. So.
207.
Yeah, but I joined in
278 at the moment.
Yeah, but I joined in October of 2019. So
So,
that's like just a couple months ago. So
Nice, dude.
thank
You
you.
have an excuse
Good
for
job.
everything.
I sure do.
If you put as much effort into your excuses as you did your fucking job,
Okay,
You would be fired.
let's see what else the Tombstone Report has to say, now that we've got you both up here.
Also, could Moss tell his side of the story? Does this have anything to do with Quentin Tarantino?
No, it has nothing to do with Tarantino. No, it doesn't.
How's that going? Is he gotten in touch with you?
I'm still like.
wait,
I'm
is it the
divi-
situation that has nothing to do, or is it you that has nothing to do with Tarantino?
Is that supposed to be funny, Quinn?
All right, go ahead.
Did you take your medication today?
Okay, all right, are we started the roast? We're trying to,
Yeah, no, I'm ready for the roast. You ready for it?
okay, let's get back to the
no, it's the
Tombstone Report.
Tombstone Report.
Oh,
Follow
okay.
what's going on.
Chill.
Thanks, Don. Today is the day of the big roast battle between Quinn and Moss. I'm psyched for it. Quinn still looks like he's the heavy favorite. If Moss actually did a few open mics, the gap may have closed a little bit.
Before we go on, I would like to say one thing, because it's like really shit on Moss Day, and I don't mind it, but I will say this. I will say that this, I called him one day, seeing if he was getting ready for this, and he was at an open mic, and I was like, I was fucking impressed.
Thanks,
That is
man.
good. Because, you know, hey, let me just say this, I really want you to hear this. The reason that you're still here is because of your talent. It's because I like you. And I think that there's something about, that if you play, and you haven't backed up. And this, if I may say something, see if there's anything about Math House going on.
It's the next paragraph,
All right, then
Don.
why don't we,
Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it.
no, I mean that.
I
So, I
appreciate
mean, but
that.
you gotta work a little
I
bit,
know, I'm gonna
okay?
start working more.
Because that's tonight, but you showed up tonight.
Thanks.
And I'm very, because you know what? Someone else had a little problem.
There's a great comment from YouTube.
What did they say?
If Quinn put half the effort into getting laid as he does roasting Moss, he'd be a lot less closer. He would have lost, not be a virgin.
That's probably true.
Definitely true.
I fumbled the last
No,
sentence.
but we got it. You're good.
He'd be a lot closer.
I like your dressing tag, my friend.
Thank
What are
you.
you doing? It's not a sex option. Okay.
Producer.
Okay, and now, back to Lena with her Polish farm report.
Thanks, Don.
Oj, your hands are on the sale.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Kurinska.
On the KLOS journey, Don mentioned that Bathhouse Dan retired from the Ding Dong Show. Not that big of a loss, I suppose. Because from what I understand, he wasn't much of a team player. He often would refuse to help set up pre-show and instead spent that time in the bathroom. Bathhouse Dan's retirement has a pretty big effect on the roast battle undercard. Was he afraid of Kelly Sue? Or did he just realize, wow, I am not funny at all? What am I doing in a comedy show? Since Bathhouse Dan quit after the challenge was issued, I think that Kelly Sue wins by default.
Yeah.
So in the undercard, Kelly Sue Peters, and accepting the award, her husband, Donovan Peters.
I know I would like to still hear her set, or at least some of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would be happy to do that in just a second. We'll do your prelim. But I will say this, and I just want to get this to everybody here. You know, the Ding Dong Show isn't just the glitter that you see at Show Day. A lot goes into this. And Bathhouse Dan, because he was part of the show, he got some benefits here at the club. And he was here all the time. It became a very good social place for him. And I didn't like the fact, because first of all, I mean, Mary Jane, am I an excellent driver or what?
Absolutely perfect. I've never, ever had anything but a joyful, peaceful ride in your car.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Mary Jane, would you tell a fib if I wasn't a good driver?
No, Don, you're perfect. Everything you say and do is right.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you very much. Can anybody, you drove with me before?
Absolutely, Don.
What kind of driver am
I'm not dead, and I have fun every time. Don, don't ask your hood ornament.
Quinn, those don't go on cars anymore.
When's Quinn gonna retire from the show?
Anyway, the point is that he said that I was rough on him last week. I may have been, and maybe who the fuck am I? But a lot of us were here tomorrow in our meeting that we're having. I really don't think it's fair that I give people stage time to do something and they do nothing to improve on it. Not even a little, and I will say this, I mean, I said something to Quinn before, and every time I think Quinn writes new jokes. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Granted, I wish a few of them would hit, but...
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
Wishful thinking.
It's true.
But and it's just that you're trying.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. But when people don't do anything, and as I said before, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to take the Ding Dong Show, and when we had a big 3 night, the place was packed here, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yes, it was a major, major, major letdown that everybody in the show did not pay attention to you 2 and 3 months ago.
Well, okay,
When
all right,
you
we'll talk
warned
more
them.
about this tomorrow, but it was, what kind of show did we have? I mean, before we had a show, a Ding Dong Show, where late night television shows were bringing people from this show on there. It's probably never gonna happen again, but at the time, I mean, we were doing some funny stuff.
Yeah, everybody in the show but me when I started, and not me and not Robert William Alprovaya got on the TV show.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah, but it's not my fault because I was brand new. I didn't have a full act yet.
And I am an excellent driver, correct?
Yes, Dawn, you're an absolutely perfect driver.
Thank you. All right, well, let's get back to the Tombstone report and see what's on with old Timmy over there. So here we go, back with Tombstone report with Megadale Lena.
Thanks, Don. Last week, I asked if anyone had ideas to pitch to Don to help improve the show. I think that a request like that staff put everyone on the spot, so I said I would be asking again this week. I think giving everyone a week to think about it is fair. So, what ideas does everyone have to help improve the show? Also, nobody else gets to use that they will answer questions because I believe Miss D claimed that idea as hers already.
I have a say about that.
Oh, no, you wanna answer questions?
No, I just was
Well, why don't you get a mic?
I was just going to say that she said medical questions.
That is true.
That's fair.
Thank you, Kelly Sue. Great job.
Wonderful job, Lisa. Keep it going. Moss can only steal chicken fingers if he comes within 7. Great ideas. Moss,
Question, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I hooked up with a girl.
did you hook up with the girl?
Yeah,
What was her name?
I don't wanna tell you.
Can we call her right now?
No, you know her. You know her. Well, I don't
Was it
know.
Deanna Holtzman?
No,
Hillary?
no, Hillary's with,
Yeah, it doesn't
it's
matter.
one of the newer, she's one of the newer. I don't work there.
Whoa. You take care of her?
Not really.
Really?
I didn't,
Was she was disappointed?
No, it's just,
Well, I mean, she didn't watch his set, so maybe there's a chance she wasn't.
You were on fire. You're like one of those bunky Broncos. I got a question in the front. Oh, wait a minute. You taking over?
It's a Simply Moss show.
Question in your front row.
Can Moss define his term? What hooking up means?
Just a little kiss. We'll just take that one. Just a little kiss. It was his first.
Little kiss?
Nothing.
Could you smell?
Oh yes, the hair, the perfume, the shampoo, the soap. Oh yeah. I still dream about it. I'm like, yeah. But I'm good, you know, I'm Catholic, so I don't know. We got a bunch of questions. The whole thing's
Follow-up right
going
there,
on.
yes.
I like your amoeba sweatshirt, by the way.
Thank you.
No, right behind
Could Moss define his terms what a little kiss means?
Well,
you. Tiny bit of time.
anyone he gives.
No, it was nice. It was vanilla. I'm
We got
super
another,
vanilla.
we got another question back there.
First off, a statement, leave Mr. Tarantino alone. Amoeba told me to tell you that. And also, which open mic did you go this week? Was it Bert's Back Room or Bert's Back Drawer?
Oh, hey, Zinger.
What was it?
Silver Lake Lounge.
Silver Lake Lounge.
Yeah.
And they have it every Sunday?
Every Sunday. You know who was
Okay.
there? Was do you know Pat? Who's the guy who was in? He performed it. I know he
No,
performed
he
last
killed
night.
Tony. He-
I know he hasn't been in the band for a while, but.
JJ slept with a girl from Canada. She got deported.
That's what both counts.
Is that true?
Did you report it?
Yeah, is that true? Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
That's that girl that was here a month ago, right?
Oh God, I have stories about her.
Did you sleep with her?
No.
What? You're a liar.
Talking to the guy.
You're a liar.
We never slept. No,
There
we never
was no
slept.
sleeping.
Was this before or after she freaked out in Las Vegas?
Did you have sexual intercourse with her in
No.
any way?
There was no intercourse. There was no intercourse. We went on a kind of a date that went bad. That's all that happened.
Did she accuse you of rape like she did to that guy in Las Vegas?
There was
Hold on, I just, here's a great idea. Ari Scheifer should post battle the winner of tonight.
I would absolutely.
Yeah.
Next week during his
I-
comeback tour.
I would love to
There's
roast
some-
Harry
You're
Scheifer.
very loud.
Apologies, I'm excited.
Blowjobs.
die first.
We talked about getting Vegas married so she didn't get deported.
Is this before or after she dropped the N-bomb on stage in Vegas?
That was before.
Blowjob.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Mary.
Is Mr. C offended that this same Canadian girl did a post today on social media about Black History Month and put like 5 different photos of just her next to Black Canadians?
Oh!
I'll let you take that question. Go ahead.
As an African American, I'm offended by anything.
Hey, Whitey's fucked you over, hasn't he? Has Whitey fucked you over?
Only so he can live a better life. So it's very frustrating. White power.
All right, let's go back to the Tombstone Report with Magdalena.
Thanks, Don. Starting today, I would like to introduce something that could be helpful for the show in general, the Tombstone Tip Line. Any cast members or fans who have any information about anyone on the show or any show-related information can reach out to me on Facebook as Steve Welch,
Must be his real name.
STEVEWELCH.
So for those people that thought that the Tombstone Report was me, you were wrong.
I'm sorry, I have to ask if he inherited the gummy snack fortune.
You were on
Welch's.
fire. I can't wait for this.
Don't you mean butterscotch?
That's
They
just the
also
way
do
your
that.
mind works. You see something that's recognizable, boom. You
Absolutely. It's
figured it out.
the it's the hack form,
All right,
like
let's get
moss.
back. Let's get back over here to the Tombstone Report.
Twitter at Tombstone with 3 O's after the first T. That's TOOOMBSTONE. And on Instagram at Tombstone with 4 O's after the first T. TOOOOMBSTONE. You can reach out to me on any of these platforms, and I promise that your anonymity will be kept. I do not expose my sources unless I have their consent.
Good journalism.
And I am Magdalena Wanda Kasparowski, and this has been your Tombstone Report. Kasparowski.
No. All right, so now there's a place if you find. So let's say you're out on the town and you see Moss with a couple girls, and you get a picture or something like that.
I guarantee you won't see him at an open mic.
Just there Sunday night. It's last night.
Yeah.
He was there last night.
I mean, if there's video evidence, I'd like to see it.
I already told you, Pat Reagan was there.
Yeah, you can look up the sheet.
How
That doesn't
fucking
mean you were there.
adorable
silly.
you are. I would like to pop pimples
I
for a
would-
teenage boy.
Yes.
Question up there, yes.
I got a question for Moss. What do you think, after you have sex with a woman, what do you think she talks about with her friends about you? What do you think she
Oh,
says?
that's a weird question. I never thought about that, but I know I've been
Nor
told.
do they.
I've been told I'm really good in bed before.
Because it's forgettable.
So I mean, at least to me, they lie to my face. I don't know, but I mean, they always pretend with
Are they
me.
on their
Probably.
phone when they tell you that?
No.
Are they on their phone during the intercourse?
I used to get really lucky, man. I used to always date pretty hot women too. I don't know. I think they think I'm.
ones.
Yeah.
Moss, you are so confident. I
Little
wish I had that
dudes get a
confidence.
lot.
Oh, thanks, buddy. You know, I used to date this woman who was
You should be.
5'11", and she used to rest her boobs on the top of my head. I felt like I was being used by her.
Yep.
Did you like it?
Got him.
I did. I loved it, man. You know, a little dirty dog.
What's the dirtiest thing you've ever done, Moss?
Little baby.
I'm vanilla. Sorry. Let me take that.
Was that funny? The other day? They're doing that, yeah. All right, here's why, because it's like, you know, Tom Brady is an excellent football player, but he can get hurt so easy, and he's so beautiful. That's how I feel about this next guy. Moss, who's an adorable. Come here just for a second. Get up here. Up. And you'll be roasting tonight the 28-year-old virgin Quinn. Come on up here.
How come you have one camera?
Yes,
You were not going to say my spiteful thing that I had prepared for dinner.
we're gonna give you a chance, absolutely, okay? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting down.
Okay, but here's what's going on.
I'm sorry.
When you walk around, all eyes are on you. Okay, just remember that, okay? Understand your powers.
That was good. That was good, man.
Okay, what are you talking about? Okay. Now, Quinn, you've really put some work into this, haven't you?
Absolutely.
And why did you put work into it? What was the purpose?
Really, it just came naturally, but also because I like being kind of. I mean, I think I'd make. Don, I think I'd make a great bully because I learned from the best, and that's children that are the size of Moss.
And why did you want to roast battle?
No, I'm not super crazy about roasting, but it's gonna be easy. It's an easy topic.
Okay, do you guys know the rules?
Yeah. I mean, no, actually go over the rules.
You have You don't know the rules either. Okay, well then, let me tell the rules. Okay, well, thanks for your help. Thank you, guys. Yes,
Who's
ma'am.
our judges?
Yeah.
Wasn't Earl gonna show up for lunch?
Yeah, well,
And so is Tony Hinchcliffe.
Hell yes.
T-Man.
Come on, everybody loves Moss. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
my question is, when does he get to go to Disneyland from that GoFundMe?
That's a fair question. You can answer that.
Once I win the lottery, I'm definitely going to Disneyland. First place.
I have a follow-up question.
Oh, question, what's your name at junior college would you have gone to if you chose junior college as your career college path?
Chandler, I would have went to Alabama, but I'm not smart enough. Just to follow up, if he gets to go to Disneyland, can he ride the rides?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question. Go ahead.
It's a little embarrassing. I have to like tiptoe right.
Oh, you're a rascal! Oh!
It's a small world after all, you faggot.
Okay, maybe you don't realize, but those words they could hurt.
What's he gonna do? Hang himself from the bottom of one of these chairs?
On the bottom of one of these chairs. Okay, Tony, I see what you're saying. But he's not. Come on, that's a fucking a cat could get out of that. He's a lot taller than a cat.
Still shits in a sandbox.
Didn't say he didn't. I just said he's bigger than a cat. And he doesn't share the sandbox with other cats. He has a hard time getting on the toilet. Sorry, I wouldn't say anything.
How does he know Tarantino?
He doesn't know Tarantino. He worked at Amoeba and tried to give him his picture and resume, and he ran out as quickly as possible. But this guy, not getting the clue, when he came back again, he had that resume and picture there for him, and he gave it to him. And then what did he say to you?
He said, "Oh, well, let me get you down to the office then." And so I said, "Well, when can we do it?" I was trying to make it happen, and at that point, we couldn't quite solidify a time or a date.
He ran out.
You got fired.
We're working on it at this point. It's still pending.
Yeah, and he tried to send him something at the place he said. It was returned, no place found.
Yeah. I'm sure Quentin thinks about you every day, you fucking faggot. What's he from Once Under a Time in Hollywood?
Okay, don't let it affect you, okay? Don't let it affect you. Okay, go on. What's your question?
Yeah, my question's for the guy right behind your left shoulder with the tiny baseball cap.
Long time no see.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
My question's this.
Did you call him T-Man when you went like this? So you just go like that. That's great. Go ahead. What's your question, Tony?
My question is, why does he look like a landscaper for a putt-putt course?
Because when he decided he's not going to be a menacing look, but if you look like you're a landscaper, people are going to respect you. You got dirt on your finger.
Yeah, my question's for the guy behind you with the open flannel and the tiny ball cap.
Let me read over here. Yes.
Yeah, what's it like being the world's tallest midget?
He's not. I'm like.
That's fair. He can answer that. Go ahead.
It's great because I have a superior complex. I'm a superiority complex, so I'm like the leader of the midgets. It's a good way to be.
Can I just tell you this? One of the funniest things, he did a song parody. Can we do a song parody? It is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. You ready?
Perfect timing for it, yeah.
What is it, short
We
tornado?
don't need no education.
So far, the regular song, but listen to this. It's coming up.
We don't need no thoughts control.
He's leading us into it. It's coming soon.
The dark sarcasm in the bathroom.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Hey, teacher, leave my dick alone.
He's changing.
We're all just a prick in the wall.
See what he did? See what he fucking did? All right. One last question. We gotta wrap it up. Yes, Tony, go
Yeah,
ahead.
is it true that the reason that Princess Di got into that car accident was because Moss was her driver?
Moss will never get hired as a driver. How many phone booths would he have to sit on? See, I was doing the short thing like everybody else. I just gained up. I'm sorry.
They never stop. They never stop.
Well, you know what you should do?
Write new material? Stilts.
You know what you should do? Say something witty to Tony Hinchcliffe. This is a guy that has been around the world doing roast battles. He takes his show on the road. You turn on the Kill Tony show.
Yeah,
There's
come on,
two.
Get me, dude. I'm in the Writers Guild. You're in the Lollipop Guild.
Okay, that's a Wizard of Oz reference. Okay.
Come on, go deep into your chocolate factory and come up with something, faggot.
Come on, Willy Wonka, you're on.
So I always wonder how many bodies Tony keeps in the closet. He kind of reminds me of like a retarded Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just saying.
You tell me where that's supposed to be funny. Where would you want the audience laughing on that? Just a little direction on that. All right, Tony, your chance.
Yeah, you're a faggot, you faggot.
All right, I'm gonna give that round to Tony. Good job. Oh, we got this guy. We got Tony Hinchcliffe, man. That motherfucker's the fastest rider in the comedy. Now shut up when I'm talking. Understand, nobody gives a fuck about you. It's me setting you up. Shut up, don't interrupt me. And this motherfucker, is Moss. Okay, you're up, Moss. You're up.
Come on, Moss. Bring it, you fucking
Waterboard. What do you want me to say? All right.
Keep it in the same line. You got him good with the first one.
So, I have a vehicle. It's a mini Honda Odyssey. I was wondering if you want to, like, maybe hitchhike with me and we can go and like beef out. You and I are friends. We can go.
Fuck, man. All right, it's like, oh shit. You know what's really sad? The saddest part of that joke is the fucking British chicks laughing right there. Look at him, this twit. Go ahead. Yes, you're on there, Tony.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna do a rebuttal here. There's no way I'd hitchhike with a guy whose thumb looks like a piece of candy corn. You little thumb faggot.
You kissed my uncle, you faggot.
Is that true? Is that true?
Sorry, it just turned into a rally.
Kissed my uncle Lance 2 weeks ago.
Some people think I have a little pinky dick. It looks way more like my thumb. I'll be honest. Oof.
Show it.
Let me just ask you this. When you stood back and were smiling, giving the indication that's where you're supposed to laugh, and you received nothing, what goes through your mind? I mean, it wasn't even like somebody breathing harder.
What time we gotta go soon, right? Don't be a party pooper. My friend.
Yes.
Dan, sir?
Oh.
I have some advice for Moss.
Yeah.
No matter the outcome, who wins this?
I'm still taller.
You could maybe help Quinn get laid, and then you'd have no purpose on the show, and there goes your rival.
That would never happen for him, though.
Don't burn your material already.
Even when you're being evil, you're adorable. That's a great thing.
I just don't think it's a smart idea for him to burn his, like,
Okay,
one of
let's
his
not,
3 jokes already.
let's not do this right now.
Apologies.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to get ready. Here comes AJ Calum, the 816's brother. AJ. All right, what we're doing is we're waiting for a judge, but if not, we can just
go with the rules.
Oh, the rules are this. You will get, should we go 3 or 4 insults?
Let's do 4. I've got more, but,
Oh, well, if it goes into overtime or
I can
something.
do it.
Okay,
I
so.
just want to be 4.
Okay. Okay, pussy.
Well, you better be prepared if it goes into overtime.
There's a height limit on the jokes.
As I said, I think I still have more jokes than Moss has inches.
Okay,
in
I
height.
told you the fucking rules. It's 4. We
No.
both agree on that.
Yes.
And if it goes into overtime, we have to have another joke.
Let's do it.
All right. You're cocky as hell.
I am.
Okay, we're waiting for a judge. We'll see you for just a second. Yes, Kelly Sue. If you do it by doing tumbling or some kind of fun. You know what would be great? If while you're doing that, there's a stream of urine. It would have been fancy as shit if we caught that. That'd be on YouTube. All right, let's see what, so I'm gonna ask the people out there, any choice between the two, who do you think will win? I'm asking the people that are watching right here online at YouTube. Yes, David, it makes it more impulsive.
Beginner's luck.
I'm feeling Quinn's hungry.
Quinn is taking total different.
As well as thirsty.
He's got the eye of
Quinn
a
is talking
tiger.
totally different tonight. The confidence is overflowing.
Yes.
Wait.
As are the love handles over my pants.
As an African American who Quinn also likes African Americans, I don't care how fucking good you are. The newbie that doesn't know shit like Eminem is gonna win this shit, and his name is Moss.
Right, but beginner's luck goes both ways.
Even if I don't win, my night is made. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Woo!
This is your bed, but not mine, since I sleep on a couch.
Hey, I got a thing you should consider.
All right, here we go. It's Quinn versus Moss. Who's gonna go first?
Let's flip a coin.
Anybody got a coin?
Donovan has a coin, right? You only have credit cards?
penny.
Right, here, I'll do a pen.
That's a coin.
All right, we're gonna see this. I want you
I have a
to see
nickel.
that this is a head,
Okay.
that is a tail. All right, I'm gonna throw it in front of you.
First.
You call it in the air there, Quinn.
All right. Heads.
It is heads.
All right. All right, so Moss used to
Wait a
work-
minute, hold on. All right.
You can choose.
First of all, you have to go out there, you have to choose.
Oh,
Right, choose.
You go first or second?
I'm going first.
All right. Yes, I'm sorry, thank you. Mary Jo, hey, you know what? You'll go first, but sit down for a second. Because what we
Kelly
have,
Sue.
Kelly Sue, who is urinating right now, what's that?
Undercard goes first, correct?
Yes, the undercard, so we're gonna do that.
Take that
as
back,
soon as-
Moss.
Oh, wait, should I replace Dan?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that.
Well, but she wins due to forfeit. She wins due to forfeit.
Right, but we still want to hear her say.
Yeah.
Right, somebody just said this about the match. They say, we all know how funny Quinn is, but we've never heard Moss be funny. So all right, there.
Hang on.
Now I say that wasn't really a compliment. That
Can
is
I make a
really-
prediction of what Dan said would have been? Just pointing at her and
Right
going,
now.
ew!
You're the undercard.
Quinn shouldn't be allowed to use notes.
I don't.
Yes, no notes.
Absolutely.
Everything, no notes. All right, so here it is. In the undercard, she was supposed to go up against Bathhouse Dan because Bathhouse Dan, in his unique way, used the word "see unt" on her. And so they went back and forth. They were going to be the undercard, but we're going to hear some of her gags and giggles right now. This is Kelly Sue Peters and her husband Donovan is here.
I just want Donovan his ears for this whole entire thing because I don't want to have.
Appreciate it, Don. I need that back.
I don't want to have a fight when we get home. So, bathrobe, I completely understand why you have a problem with me because I've made you question your homosexuality. And also, bathtub. I happen to get all the boys that you wish you could get, easy as pie.
Maybe I should, okay, do one more, then I'll do Bathhouse.
Oh, I'm scared. And make that cherry pie.
Well, first of all, you cunt, I was up here doing stand-up and you were singing and Don is a bad driver. It figures you millennials and the way you think you're always doing this and that. Screw you. I know the answers. What is it? I am once again Mystery Dan. I'm no longer Bathhouse Dan.
Hey, Mystery Dan, is that a pita in your pocket?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, you cunt?
Thank you,
Okay,
Don.
there you go. Thank you very good.
And the winner is.
I don't know, I'm ready to give it to
Athos Dan. Thank you.
I thought he was just gonna point at her and make just ew noises.
Oh, look at you. You're on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, going first in this battle, I think we should go joke, joke. So then you go between each one. Here he is. He is a 28-year-old virgin. He went to school and he skipped this class for a long time. He wouldn't come here, but now he's back. This is Quinn Wright.
Thank you, Don. Get out of the goal.
You're blocking the goal.
Don, are we clear on the organization and rules?
Yeah, you got to stand over here.
Where are our judges? We don't have them now.
I'm a large man, I would
Stand
block
over here.
Don. You can just stand right in front of him and you won't. Alright?
It's one per person back and forth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mary Jane, would you put? Right here, let's just do a opposed one right off the bat. Right, so Quinn, you get close to the mic stand. Don't block the goal, whatever you do. Okay, and what we'll do is this. You pretend you're roasting him, you're looking at him, and I'm just back here. Okay, go ahead.
Are we ready?
Hey, that's coming close. Let me see what that looks like. That's okay. That'll be perfect.
I mean-
Now, here he is, Quinn Wright.
Alright. Thank you, Don. For those of you who don't know, Moss used to work at Amoeba. He got fired because he was, bothering Quentin Tarantino. It is very funny that Quentin Tarantino has a production company called A Band Apart, because Moss is a band from being within 100 meters of Tarantino.
I think you said that one last week.
Yes, I did. It's a good one.
And
it wasn't recorded.
Okay, go ahead.
Quinn looks like Seth Rogen if Seth Rogen had buck teeth, bad breath, and Down syndrome.
Literally, Mencia, that was my first joke I ever wrote. That was my first joke I ever wrote. And the punchline was, just kidding, it's autism. That's the joke. So you just stole my material.
Yeah, I really know all your material, Quinn.
Well, I mean, you have 3 jokes, I have a lot. I get why it's, fucking hard to get through my catalog. Anyways, if Moss had as many years of life as he's had sex, if Moss had as many years of life as he had jokes, sex with him would be like fucking a toddler, which, by the way, that's what it would look like anyways.
Acts like a fat Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver.
Travis eats pickles.
Yeah, you look like a fat Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver. I don't know if you're gonna shoot me with your camera or shoot me with an assault rifle.
I mean, Moss does look like a child who I look like I'd shoot up his school.
So, Quinn tweeted a photo of his hand for Valentine's Day.
Also Facebook and Instagram.
With the caption that said, I'm gonna spend this with the prettiest girl in the whole world.
Are you literally just stealing my fucking material, dude?
This guy just scared off all the women in the whole world. Virgin for life.
You done? Alright. Moss is like a photo negative of Kevin Hart, both in skin color and level of talent. And success.
This is the last one. This is the 4th one. So Quinn also tweeted this morning a message that said he was feeling a little bit down and wanted someone to spread some kind words for him. I have some kind words for him. You're a fucking fat idiot loser bastard with Down syndrome. You fucking loser.
That's
Got
the
me.
opposite of kind.
That is, that's true. That is the opposite of
Wait
kind.
a second, and now the score. Hey, we got a tie. We go to overtime. Okay, who goes first? Who goes first? Hold on, stop. Who goes first?
Let's do Moss.
Okay, Moss, you go first.
Flip a coin.
No. I acquiesce to you.
All right, here's my very last one. So when Quinn
Joke ever? Let's hope.
So when Quinn asked the waitress for the free leftover chicken, he tried to get her sympathy by saying he hadn't eaten all day. She didn't say it, but I think she took one look at him and probably thought, it looks like you just ate a horse.
At least he asked.
Yeah. Thank you, Donovan. Moss is the size of a leprechaun, which is funny because he's poor. His pot of gold is actually just 5 crumpled singles and a used Target gift card. And you can only get it if you catch him stealing your chicken fingers.
Here's the scores. We got an untie. We're going to Just improvise. Okay, you go first this time.
All right. Well, I mean, it is very funny that Moss tweeted his own fucking name. He tagged himself in his own tweet. I mean, that's the joke there.
All right. The last one.
Moss
This has
is
to
the
be
joke.
very last one, okay? All right. So Quinn likes dark angels. You know, black.
Literally, you're just stealing my material.
I'm pretty sure no dark angels are ever gonna like Quinn, like ever.
I don't know.
That's all. I told you I was good. I told you I was good.
That's the black
Sorry,
man.
I lost. I lost.
Quick,
I lose my default.
quick one. You steal chicken fingers and cupcakes.
And jokes.
We're going to triple overtime.
Oh, this is purgatory.
It's a real shit.
There you go first. Here he is. Moss, everybody.
So Quinn, you said you were gonna bring a girlfriend today. You tweeted out the universe that you had a girlfriend that you were gonna bring in.
Wait a minute, this never
Do
happened.
you even have any friends? When we called up the Riddler, he said he didn't even know who you were.
I mean, I guess lying is a form of comedy.
Hey, no, knowing you.
Moss does look like the Penguin in terms of stature, but he's not rich. Again, 5 singles and a used Target gift card.
Whoa! Can you believe this? 5th overtime, everybody. All right, we start out with Quinn this time.
I'm gonna relapse back to heroin soon, I swear to God.
You know, Moss does look like Oliver Twist. He's that size, and so that does make it fitting that he steals food.
You're like a double chin, 4chan, 4 chins.
My buddy, 4chan is moot. Moot is kill. 8chan's where it's at.
Don't call me buddy.
Okay.
Okay, now you guys. All right, and there we go. We got a winner here. All right, both you guys hug.
Yeah, you guys have to hug.
Let's see who gets the color.
Okay. I mean, I don't like punching down because Moss is below me both in stature and in status. And level of honor.
Okay, as I look at this, guess what? We just got a 6 overtime! No, it's you first.
How many people out here like to fuck?
He's stealing material again.
Constantly doing that.
Stolen bit.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't in good faith continue this if he's just going to keep stealing material.
Okay, so you, okay.
That was a joke, though.
But not his.
No, it's cool. It's like Amy Schumer.
Yeah, we're just borrowing. It's like Steve Martin,
totally
right?
cool. Just tell your buddy.
Ask Vince
It
Stevie
did have
about
everything
that.
to do
Robin Williams
because
just
Quinn
did
can't answer that.
It's like hip hop.
That's true, I can't.
He's defaming a comedy icon.
No, I love those guys.
He just said Robin Williams was not.
Where's my friend Tony Hinchcliffe when I need him?
It's a small world after all, you faggot. I'm sure Quentin thinks about you every day, you fucking faggot.
You shut Greg Dean, they're saying down here.
LinkedIn comedy book. I need to study that.
Yes, you do.
Don,
Yes.
a question.
Oh, question in the front row. Hi.
Hi,
What's your question?
Scott Exit.
I'm sorry.
I've been, Scott, I spelled my life, don't worry about it. I was just wondering if, like on the TV show Roast Battle, if they're gonna say something nice about each other, how much they respect each other after this is over.
Yeah, but I don't lie.
Yeah, I'm actually
Well,
gonna.
you gotta say something nice.
Moss, I guess, is bite-sized, so he's less calories.
Right, and now you say something nice.
I'm gonna try my hardest not to continue to block you, but I'm not sure yet.
Wait, no. He
Don't
doesn't
worry.
have STDs because he's never had sex.
There
That's
you
true.
go. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you probably don't.
Again, relying on other people for your material.
I only said 4. We were only gonna do 4, so I went over. I went
Question
5.
there, yes, go ahead.
I just want to point out, this roast battle has lasted longer than Quinn would in bed.
Also true. That doesn't count points for you.
Question right there.
Okay, I have one
How
one little
fucking
comment.
high? How are
As I was walking in, you mentioned you had a little comment about AJ something. Can you explain that to me? Because I'm
you? Okay, because this gentleman right here has a beard, and so I said you're his older brother. Here comes AJ
Oh,
Gale,
okay.
and
No,
his brother.
see, I thought it was about my shirt.
It was because his was kind of wild too.
Downstairs, what was it? Somebody said you look like Magnum PI's handicapped brother.
See, I gave you a compliment.
That's a good one.
I gave you the older, successful brother.
TC.
That's nice.
Thank you. It's a great question.
Great question. Thank you.
All right. You know what? Let's see. Do we have a song over here? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what a great roast battle. Thank you.
Can we come up with a winner, or did I lose?
We didn't have judges.
There's no judges. That's what I have to do.
Did I win again next week? Did I win or
Moss,
not win?
neither of us are winners, let's be honest.
Yes. Hold on. Wait a minute. AJ has an idea. AJ K. Element, 816, showing off for his brother who's here.
John, does this mean that there could perhaps be a sequel in the future?
I've got the material for it.
Let's do it every.
I have never seen you cockier in my life.
Do we have to do it next week? Oh my God.
You gotta talk to every girl you can. You gotta lose that virginity. Tonight's the night.
I'm gonna get a better hobby than writing jokes about me all the time.
I have his best line though.
What's his best line?
Don't worry, we can do it with no condom because I don't have anything.
Hey, I like what he said.
Oh yeah, that was the inspiration for Moss's, what was it, third joke? The STD thing, right? No condom?
Yeah, I said
Okay,
that.
and now with the song, here's JJK Element.
You're a bad one.
All right, well, listen, this was a great live crowd. Thank you. The 3 people that came here first.
Oh, the judge.
Oh, the
Show's over.
Just one each. Let him
Show's
do
over.
one each.
Can we just do one? I had a
Let him do one each.
Don, I had a medical emergency with a dog.
Okay, all right. All right, do one more. All right, this is it. We're going to an 8th round. 8th overtime. 8th overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, a judge who took 3rd place. Oh, we've got 2 judges. He took 3rd place in the big whoop-de-doo roast battle, Jeff Raw's roast battle. 3rd place the first year it was on. And she, one of the Jonas brothers here, come on up here, Chandler. Chandler, come on up here. Chandler.
Is this leash gay? Mosh, you know I'm trying to get my fucking vote, you idiot. Why are you dressed like a
Wait a minute, can she talk a little bit? Hi. Isn't Chandler pretty? And she's engaged to be married to this guy right here. You guys want to make out right here in front of everybody? We're still. Hey, little puppy, hey!
We have our child with us, so.
Okay, so here's what's going on. We are in the 8th overtime of a roast battle between Quinn, the 28-year-old virgin, and Moss, the most adorable creature on this earth. And let's roast!
All right, am I starting?
Yeah.
Well, Moss is the size of someone someone who looks like they should be in diapers, and he's getting to the age of someone who should be in diapers for the second time. And he just shit the bed on this roast, so I think, Moss, you need to invest in some fucking diapers.
He looks like Seth Rogen if Seth Rogen had buck teeth, bad breath, and Down syndrome.
The act out just lost it.
And also, can I make a rebuttal?
Oh, absolutely.
That was the first joke you did in the previous version of the roast. You repeated, and it's also my first joke I've ever written like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's a stolen joke that you've repeated.
Oh, you're
I mean, I do have to take away points for stolen jokes.
Oh yeah, I really know these.
Moss stole 3 to 4 jokes within the 8 rounds.
All right, and now we're gonna go to the judges. Chandler, yo, what you thinking, girl?
She is an Emmy-nominated writer. So.
And she's fucked one of the Jonas Brothers. Get away from her, Moss.
This felt like a Pampers commercial. And this just felt like a retard talking.
Okay.
I mean, I think you can
Who are you gonna go for, girl? Who are you gonna go for? You gonna go for Quinn over here or Moss?
The Moss.
The virgin of the
I'll go
Moss.
with the virgin because you stole jokes.
All right, and now we go to Earl, who once again proves that he's gay with his fucking pink fucking leash that he walks in West Hollywood to attract people.
Yeah.
Make it a tie.
What about the Paul Stanley dog collar?
The pink fucking thing.
I mean, getting back to the subject at hand, both jokes were equally as bad. Yours was too long. The act out was horrific. I hate to do this because I think you said you're in the 8th round. I'm going to need another round.
We are going to the 9th overtime.
Don, can I interject? No repeating from the previous 9 rounds.
Just improvise something. And, no, wait, hold on. Hey, listen. Come here, Moss, come here. Sit right here. Sit here. Come here. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. What you do is you make up something. You don't quit. You don't quit. It's gonna be on your permanent record.
Moss, do you have any siblings?
Then let me repeat my jokes.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, Moss, use one of Earl's jokes.
I can't write for the contestant.
All right, can we do this? Can we have a guy, hey, if it's okay with you, can we bring a guy in to help him out?
Let's do it.
I call in Earl Skankel. Come here, tell him a joke. Are you really an Emmy-nominated writer? Congratulations. See, everybody just in the image you just held a piece of ass. And now look at you. She's an Emmy Award.
What show?
What show?
It's Wriggles Picks on Fox NFL.
All right, let's get in here, guys.
Are they making out out there?
I think so.
It's a lot of pressure on this record.
Okay, and who's going to go first? I believe you will go first. So here he is. Let's roast!
So I spent a lot of time at the gym. The last time Quinn worked out, I think it was a P90 Xbox.
Oh, nailed it.
All right, Earl.
So original.
That was yours? That was yours?
I mean, I asked him for some thoughts. I'd like to collaborate, like Desmond Child and Paul Stanley.
All right, and here he
I have a
is,
lot of
Quinn.
thoughts.
Quinn.
Moss is giving off the vibe that he regrets being born, which, by the look of him, is maybe 2 hours before the show tonight. He looks like a baby.
It's never good when you have to explain the show.
Why? All right, to give the kids a reason, why do you think that is?
Well, that means it didn't have the impact that you had hoped
All right,
for.
can we get a quick picture of this? Let's all pretend like we're feeding the dog. And get Chandler because she looks good.
Just don't touch it, Marshall.
He looks like he bites.
Oh, he does. She does.
It doesn't look like she looks.
She's the first transgender.
She does look like she would bite them.
Moss, do you have siblings?
Well, hold on.
Okay, and
Don't
now,
waste
here we
too
go. Let's go to the judges to see who wins. And this time there's no overtime, so this has got to be a winner. Chandler, who is an Emmy Award-winning writer. She's one of these Hollywood glamour girls. Everybody's wondering who she's with tonight.
I'm gonna still go for Quinn.
All right, and Earl?
I mean, here's the thing.
You're gonna vote for yourself.
I do like my joke better. Both jokes are pretty bad. I know you said there's no more overtime, but
no more overtime.
I mean, Don, I do have one more.
I'm agreeing with you. Hold on. I think there should be a sudden death.
No.
Overtime.
No. I think, you know what, here's what we do. How's this sound? To kind of break the tie, they both make out with Chandler, and Chandler decides who's a better kisser. Oh, you, come here. You're a rascal is what you are.
Okay, let's get Earl's vote after that last comment Moss just made.
I mean, I need just one more joke. Just use an old joke.
I got it.
Use what I did earlier today.
Right. Just use the first one, so it's like, yeah, he has.
He already did the first one, he has to do
I can't
another
give the
three.
jokes. It's,
Yeah.
all right, so just take your time.
Okay, all right.
Maybe it'll be good this time.
So,
I do like how he got in a pre-joke jab.
he's really good. He's a good singer. He wrote a novel earlier. You should have heard it. All right, so
Yeah, I like to write.
Hold on, you can't interrupt.
Quinn tweeted a photo of his hand for Valentine's Day with a caption that said he was going to be spending it with the prettiest girl in the whole world. I'm pretty sure he just scared off all the women in the whole world. Virgin for life.
Oh boy. If you just say hello, you got this.
Hello.
I got the question.
No, I got one more. Moss, do you have any siblings? That's a question. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a brother.
So you did grow up in a litter, because that is where you belong.
I would have left it at hello. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, both jokes were equally as bad.
Sudden
We'll
death.
go to Chandler first.
They're both really bad.
Well, since Dawn is downstairs.
You guys have to kind of just vote and then we turn off the YouTube because
Can they do like one more?
Yeah.
How about that?
You got the
This is
floor.
what they.
You got the floor.
Final one.
This is what they do in roast battle when we can't come to a decision. I need you both right now, Quinn, forget about the joke. You both right now do one joke on me.
Okay.
So that way it's equal, you guys haven't had any time to prepare, and let's roast!
So you know Skakels comes from that royal family. I wonder if he's as good with his hockey stick as he is with Michael Skakels' golf club.
Floor is yours.
I believe it was half a golf club.
So, Earl is related to both the Skakels and the Kennedys, and he likes to show off his headshot, which is just a picture of him naked. But, you know what I do prefer is the one that was done on his uncle, John F. Kennedy.
Is this it, Mary Jane?
Yeah, Don's behind you.
We don't usually take questions from the crowd during judging.
Moss got the biggest laugh out of her.
I would say it killed. I thought your joke was a little too long, and you said John, and then you had to say it again. It's like I hate to do this, but I have to vote for Moss.
I tend to grow on you after a while. That's the name of
Yeah, that's because you don't make any forward progress.
See, I like that rebuttal. You know I love you a lot more than Moss. I have to be impartial.
Absolutely.
You're too wordy, Quinn. Yeah. It'd be way better if you weren't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
No, you can't give her a hug. If you hug her, I give Quinn the vote.
I mean, hang on, Moss still does use more words than feet in numerous. Fuck. He's short. Fucking that's the joke.
Quinn, you did a great job tonight. Quinn, while you're ahead.
Quinn Wright, Moss, Pete Moss.
You're the champions, my friend.
Moss, no one's your friend here.
Thank you, Chandler. Thank you, Chandler. Thank you. Yes, you can say one thing. And then I'll say one thing.
That was the funniest that bathtub Dan has ever been tonight.
Okay, that's the end of the show today.
I have a question for the short fellow in
Okay, go ahead.
the open shirt. Hey, I get it. You used to work with Antonio Banderas. Did you like working with him better in Desperado?
If I can just say one thing, that cocksucker ruined my life because, because my name now is Don Barris, but because of that cocksucker, I can no longer live my God-given name, Antonio Don Barris. That's funny stuff.
And I have a question for Moss. Did you win that lawsuit, and what royalties do you get from The Simpsons for basing their character Hans Moleman off you?
It's a fair question. You can answer
Fair
that.
question. No, the lawsuit is still pending, and yeah, they always base most of the cartoons are based on my.
Look at you, you're adorable. I can't stop thinking about that. He's adorable, man. How many people would like to touch Moss and then look at it?